We're live, guys.
Okay.
Forward.
Okay, I see it.
Good. So in 2 minutes, I should be good. And then we're gonna get started in a second. We are live, beautiful people. We are live. We are so pretty much live. So let me use that streamline. Okay, guys. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. This is a team that has a lot to offer us. They are here to tell us about what it means to shift your perspective. I am inviting them through a forum known as Designed for Success. And these ladies attest to the terms designed for success because they chose to shift their perspective. Design for Success is a coaching program, a consultancy program that has 4 beautiful ladies helped in terms of finances, in terms of personal growth and development, in terms of executive and leadership skills, and also career projection. You don't have to be where you are. You have an opportunity of making it and making it good. So if you do want to know more about Design for Success, this will tell you that they did it, not necessarily through D4S, but that's another channel. So I am welcoming you all for this wonderful program. We are live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube, and I'm just so thrilled. So this afternoon, time, Eastern time is 12:13. I believe in Central time, it is 11:13. So welcome aboard, everybody. These ladies are here to tell us who they are and what they did to shift their perspective and make life better for them. You too have an opportunity. You don't have to stand where you are. You're not a tree. Come on, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Evelyn?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Rose, for this opportunity. When you reached out to me, I was thrilled because I've seen what you're doing. I've seen what iHope is doing to the community back home in Kenya, and I'm thrilled. So when you asked me to come and share what I do, how I was able to shift my perspective, I decided to hop on because our community, sometimes we just feel stuck. And that's where I was, 9 years ago, just stuck. No, 10 years ago, almost stuck. And I brought in, decided to bring in these 2 amazing ladies, one I have worked with for the last 1 year. I did not know her before. I found her, we met on Facebook. And then I also brought in Miss Helen, who just recently decided she wants to shift her perspective too. So I let them introduce themselves. So go ahead, ladies.
Thank you so much, Miss Evelyn Opan, and thank you so much, Rosso Ginga, for the invitation. I am so excited. Today is Sunday to be here in Design for Success. Sure, it is a true forum because we all need to be designed for that success. We are not trees, we are not planted. And I'm so thankful for the topic, shifting perspective. And just like the way Evelyn said, we are here to shift that perspective. And I met her on Facebook, guys, and since then we are touching one family at a time, shifting our own perspective. And I'm truly honored to be here today. Thank you so much.
Welcome, welcome.
Yes, and I am Helen Wanga.
Oh, you muted yourself.
You muted yourself.
Oh, sorry, I'm Helen Wangare. I met Florence a couple weeks ago, I would say, same as Evelyn. We met the same day through a phone call connection with a mutual friend. And they introduced me to this platform. So I'm barely new, I'm learning on the job and just loving what I hear every day, turning on to these meetings and just attending and learning from the people who are way ahead of me.
Oh, well, it's a learning process. Nobody is learned for good. Every
Oh no.
learning day, every day is a new experience. And if you utilize that experience properly, you are in good stuff. So I would
Yes.
like to have a very candid and open discussion. This is a conversation. There is no true, false, right, wrong, etc. It is about how do I move from point A and move on to point B? What is my process? What do I need to do? What is it that made these young ladies, beautiful ladies in front of us here, do it? I, as an author, I love books. And before they talk, I just want to tell you guys that if you know very well that you don't know how to save, please get your budget fitting and start saving, because that's one of the things they're going to be telling us. If you are being bullied or your child is being bullied, get your unmasking bullying. Okay? All of these are in Amazon. And if you love women like I do love women, sorry, I love books, guys, then go for this. I will put them out there. How do women come together and work and improve themselves? And if you are struggling with love, I also have that for you, because if you don't love your spouse, you don't love your children, you don't love you, there's a problem. So 5 languages of love. Oh man, I'm not preaching about books, but remember, the reason why I brought this is because of this major book, Chicken Soup for Women. Have you read it? Now you know. Welcome, Evelyn. We are starting with you. Tell us something about you that we don't know.
Something about me that you don't know. Okay, where do I start? I've been in the States for 20 plus years. So came here, American dream, and I started as a CNA 20 years ago. There weren't too many Kenyans in the professional field, and all they told us, go and become a CNA. And I was very coachable, and that's what I did. I started as a CNA, lived in California, and then I moved to Maryland a year and a half into California. And then I went and still loved being a CNA. I worked for a place in Potomac, Maryland, for Alzheimer patients. And I loved the fact that I could take care of these women and who were unable to take care of this. But at the end of the day, I treated them just like any other human needed to be treated, you know? And that was my love of beginning to know more about America. And, you know, being a Kenyan, you know, you want to take that extra step and you want to go to school. I started my education. I did my associates. I did my Bachelor of Science. I didn't stop there. I went ahead and did my MBA, started working for corporate America, worked for a law firm for 10 years. In that process, I started to feel a void in my life. Like, what else can I do in America? We came here, land of opportunities. What else can I do? Mm-hmm. And one day riding the metro, I picked a newspaper that I hardly pick, and the behind of it was looking for scholars. I was looking for people with certain languages. And I live in Maryland, and so I used to work in DC. And of course, this were government, was a scholarship through the federal government. And I decided, why not try to apply? Because I needed a shift in my life. And I just did not know how to get started. And so I applied and I got accepted, went to Georgetown for 6 months, scholarship program. Once I finished, the whole idea for this program was to get me to work in a federal government setting. And that's when I found the company that I worked with, because I started to look at my life like, yes, I was going to go back to a job, even though now in a different setting, because working for the federal government is supposed to be a really big thing, especially where I work, where I live. But I still wanted more. And I was glad that I was very open-minded to want to learn. And that's the whole, I love your theme where you said shifting perspective, because perspective has a Latin root meaning look through, something to do with looking. is the way that one looks at something. Life perspective is the way people see life, including the way they approach life and all their reads in their personal experience. Because if you do not shift your perspective, you're just looking at it from one angle. And that's the thing. We are always looking at things at one angle. That was me too. I looked at things from one angle. So when I knew in my innate, I needed something different. But if I wasn't open-minded, there is no way I would have been here at this particular moment. There's nothing wrong with working at a job. All I know is a 9-to-5 will help you pay for your bills. Whether you're making 100,000 or whatever, six-figure income is to help you pay for your bills. So now you have to shift your perspective and realize, maybe what else, what gifts do I have? What are some innate gifts that I have? And use your God-given gifts to now start hustling, as they say, hustling on the side. And that was me too. That was me too. I just knew I could not be in the same, as they call it, rat race. I did not know what that means. We are all going through the same thing, but eventually 40 years from now, what do we have to show? So that's where my shift began. And also I'm a mom of 2 and I love Starbucks. Yeah, so bring some more.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Starbucks. That is an amazing story. So the story is about a journey to shift a perspective. Each one of us has a unique journey, and you have just gotten Evelyn. I didn't know that. Now I know. Can we now move to Florence? What's your beautiful story?
Yeah, thank you so much, Rose. And this is my story. I came here in 2001 looking for greener pastures. I came here for a master's degree in English. And as a student, life got underway. Then I was in and out of the immigration custody. And then I reached a time that I was like, I am in one safe corner, that it is what it is. And then 2015, we started an online Kenyan food, and that was my comfort zone, because nobody's gonna ask you A and B about your own restaurant business. And then at the time on 2019 that I met Evelyn on Facebook, I was in my own life looking for something, you know, I was like, what else is there in life? So as she came on live on one particular group where women come to congregate together, I followed her on Messenger and I asked her, I am inspired. Are there baby steps to follow? And sure, you know, I didn't care who she was and where she was from, but all I wanted was, I was inspired and I wanted to move on with my life, you see. And since then, I am following baby steps and I am shifting, because I was looking at my life from that one angle, you know, the way our people put you down where you are. And that's where I was. Till I realized I can look at life in different angles. Today, I am working in life in different angles in life. Thank you.
Wow, that is a journey. Today, I am doing something else that has bettered my life. We are looking forward to hear what that is. I cannot wait. Is Ellen, you're next.
Hello, I am Helen. Again, came to this country in 2004, December. As a student, life happened, went to school, became an RN, you know, got in the race. I came here, you know, still working all the way, worked as a nurse. Started a family, and that's when kind of I had to slow life down for myself. I have 3 wonderful kids who I'm very proud to be a mother to. 8 years, 6 and 2. So I'm just long story short, I got to this point where I'm like, okay, now, you know, we've had the kids, the older ones are getting older. And I need to set a path for them, especially the oldest being my daughter. She needs to start seeing, me from a different perspective. The diaper days and the feeding every 2-hour days are done. They need to see ahead. I need to put them now on my shoulders, and so they can see ahead as to where they can be. Hopefully they will know to is reach out and aspire for even more than I came here with. I came as, as a student, as I said, $150 in my pocket. I thought I was just rich. And I was thinking about the other day, I was like, 2020 was a year that gave me really clear vision. It really is a 2020 vision year. And I was like, that is the year now I have arrived again to the States. Let's set the next 10 years and see what's going to happen. I might not have as much to say as my other two friends, but that's where I'm starting again.
That's an amazing story. We are all unique in our own.
Yeah.
That's why we are here today. We are here to show that there is that phenomenal woman in you, the woman who has made it from somewhere to someplace. So that someplace is whereby we are coming now to let our friends watching, and guys, ladies, Facebook friends, is not just about women. But in this context, the women are here and they're saying, hey, if I can do it, you can do it, or you can do it better than I. And that's why we are here today. Women have different models, different sizes, different capability, different personality. But when they come together and do something, they do it to the fullest of their ability. They never tire, they never give up, they never lose hope. So here you are. If you want to know why these guys have the stamina, then listen, because it is a great conversation. I want to go back to Miss Evelyn. Miss Evelyn, tell us what you currently do and why you do it, and what can we do so that we are also shining like you do.
You know, when you ask about what do I do, just listening to someone like Florence's story or Helen's story, you know, I want to say, I know we always laugh about this, Florence and I. Florence's career was only one path. All she knew was to make Kenyan food, and that's all she was comfortable doing. Helen has her own perception, has her own journey, came here as an international, as a student, become an RN, a mother of 3. Deep down, they are something else. They're just waiting for that. They're waiting to be unleashed, because we all have gifts. I know for a fact I'm a free-spirited person, meaning that I don't like being caged. I want to do things my own way. But sometimes my own way could take a little bit longer, because I have to get out of my comfort zone and try to relearn things. Try to relearn. Yes, I could have had an MBA, but if you don't have a shift, you don't shift your perspective, then you're kind of left in that one-track mind. So I came as, I found a company that just kind of spoke my language, kind of spoke into what capacity I could do. And I'm big at promoting, like if I know what you're good at, I'm going to promote you, because that's how I found out about this company. So we are a financial marketing organization, but we tell our story in the financial services industry. Our focus is on protecting the dreams of most undeserved sector of our country. That's Middle America. When we come to America, we all have a dream. What happened to our dreams? What happened to our dreams? Who killed our dreams? And when you start to ask yourself those questions, you have to getting your perspective, you have to kind of pause and think. Because we are continually in this rat race that we don't pause to think about our current life. You have to look at a globe as a whole. You have to imagine the world without stuff. You have to picture 7 billion people. So what am I saying? This is a place of abundance. That sometimes we are so narrow, and I don't know where that comes from. We seem to, when you go back home, in the streets and you're at the lights, you see someone selling peanuts and mabuyu or something, and you see another person selling the same thing. Why are they all selling the same thing? Well, they could be different, right? And so sometimes we look at life from a scarcity point of view. We don't look at abundance. Because once you start to think abundance, things start to open up from a different place. And so for me, I found an area. I am a life insurance agent. I found an area to focus on called living benefits. So living benefits is this. We went through 2020. And how many people do we know who lost jobs? How many people do we know who lost businesses? How many people do we know did not go to work for 3 months? I have clients who are now COVID negative, but they tested positive and had to stay almost 3 months at home without an income. So we solve that. We help you solve that problem. We tell you, well, you had COVID. Guess what? There could have been a solution, because when you had COVID, income was missing. So we help you get an income when you didn't have an income. When you get sick, for example, who's taking care of you? Who's taking care of you? And as a community, well, Harambee is good, but we have to shift out of that. We have to shift out of GoFundMe. I want to come to your house, and not necessarily because I have to bring $100, because we are all struggling at some point. Majority of people are struggling. So if people lose their lives, we are contributing $100 here, $100 here. Do we even budget for that? Where is it in our budget? Why can't we tell people to take responsibility for their own lives? So I tend to be a little controversial in that aspect and try to nail to people. And so when I met these 2 young ladies, I'm just like, hey, do you ladies want to help me talk about protecting our income, protecting our legacy? Because that's all we do. So for me, I saw from the point of view that it's about time we shift how we do things. It's about time we shift how to do things. I worked for this company for 5 years, part-time. I had my full-time job and I had my part-time income. 2017, I shifted. I went all full-time. And that's all I've done for the last 3 years. How many people are willing to take that risk? Yes, it comes with consequences. How many people are willing to work hard? What I found out about entrepreneurship is it forces one to really shift as a person. And most people will quit because they're not ready to shift. They're not ready to learn new things. They're not ready to be a new somebody. So they stop trying and they go back to what they know. But when you know that, for me, my strongest why, your why will always change. But when my strongest why became about a community, became about helping someone like a Florence or someone like Helen, people that I don't even know, Facebook brought us together, that becomes my strong why. Because once they make it, does it matter? Yes, it does. Because now the way we send money home, the way we treat your organization, Rose, I can donate $1,000 towards your organization. But if I'm struggling, I can only probably donate 10. But if I've been blessed, I'm going to bless you back. You cannot pour from an empty cup, period.
Sure.
You have to fill it up and then you pour. I'd love to give 1,000. I'd love to one day give 10,000. Or just tell you, hey, come and see what we do. Let me help you. Let me help you. So it's to bring that value back to the community. And for me, I love to work with women. The next 21st century is all about women. Why do you need to bring women into your team? They're more communicative more than men. I'm not saying I don't work with men. I do. They're more communicative. They have empathy. They're relationship builders. They're open, they're transparent, and they love sharing. It's so much easier for women. They do things out of love. Men logic. So with a man, I probably have to show him, hey, this is my paycheck. Okay, I made this much money. For a woman, no, I don't have to prove who I am. So I'd rather work with people that kind of my culture, not culture meaning Kenyan, but who our mission, who relates to our mission, which is growth and to empower ourselves, and who relate to our vision is to disrupt and bring prosperity back to our communities.
Awesome. What's your why?
My why?
Always, you just mentioned, I'm just recapping. Your why shifts. Your why is growing. It is not stagnant. And that is a big thing. I will quickly move to Helen. And why are you in this journey? You're an RN. Did you have to do all this? You're comfortable. And I hate to say it, COVID is tough, but with the COVID, there's a lot of cash coming in.
I know, in the medical field, this is where, it's the sad reality of life where, this is where the profit is,
Yes.
But at the same time, I think everyone's perspectives was different when COVID started because, having that medical background, I'm like, coronavirus, yeah. But then we started learning that it's a different type and it was a new type, the novel coronavirus, and, the fear set in. And it was even like, okay, as I said, I have 3 kids. Even if I was out there working, of which at that time I wasn't, as I said, I had taken a pause and just put that work on ice and just focused on my family. But I was like, if I was out there working, I would be worried. Will I bring this thing home? Of course, you will be working with patients who have COVID. What are those implications in my life? And so, just assessing and saying, okay, I have been out of the employee mindset for a while now. So what is it? What else can this opportunity give us? There are people who are, as I said, it's not only the medical community that's benefiting from all this COVID and everything, but also, of course, the financial side is, on the side of stocks and bonds. They are making a killing. Hedge funds are making money. Markets are really up. But then you see the difference, between the top and the bottom. And just for me, it was just to look at it and say, do I want to go back to being an employee? Or do I want to shift now that things are shifting? Can I shift with the things and start going towards a different trajectory, towards where the world is going right now? And that's it. That was the questions I came to and asked myself and prayed about a lot. And we're here in 2021, hit the ground running in January. And as I said, I might not have as much to offer in this platform. I'm just as brand new. I can only offer that brand new person perspective. And it's been great to learn from Evelyn, Florence, and everyone in our team.
You're muted, Rose.
What is key is the fact that you have a why and you're following through your why. Being new does not matter. You testimony that you can stand by and you can explain yourself if you want to.
Mhm.
The reason why I say if you want to, it's because you know better why you made that decision. So I am so thrilled. That's a plus, plus, plus. Need does not matter. What matters is shifting the perspective to a better opportunity.
Mhm.
Move now to Florence. I'm very, very happy about that. Yes, Miss Florence, it's your time.
Yes, thank you, Rose, and thank you, Evelyn, thank you, Helen, and thank you, everybody on Facebook. And I'm here because of Dream, because I realized that most of us immigrants, we come here with big dreams, but when we get here, life hits you left, right, and you are in that tree where you're just like, it is okay, I am here. So you get to your own comfort zone, and that was me. So I met this company through my director, Evelyn Opan, and I realized that, I am able to rekindle my dream. Why did I get here? What's my purpose even here on earth? I'm not just living, what's my purpose? And once I rekindle that dream, I am so passionate about looking for the next person who is in that corner like me, where I was, so that we can rekindle that dream, that we find that burning desire, because I just realized we are many of us in that comfort zone. So every day I wake up with a prayer and asking God, who is next? Yeah, thank you so much.
Question, who is next? Who is next to shift that perspective and create a better opportunity for self?
Yes.
Your story is unique, as I said, and it is very much in order because maybe one person, two people share the same story and they're like, I didn't know I could do that and make a difference. So having said that, all of us are bringing in the right thing. And the right thing is there is work. You don't get it on a silver platter. You have to make a decision. You have to move to the next level.
You're muted.
Sorry about that, guys. So it is about shifting your perspective, making a decision, and working hard on it. So the next question is, tell us about this company. When was it started? And if any of us, Evelyn, are interested in, what is it that we need to do to have that better future? And then the other people will have a different question.
So as I mentioned, we are a financial marketing organization, but we are more like a Best Buy. So when you go to Best Buy, you'll find HP, you'll find Dell, you'll find Apple. So that's who we are. We represent several insurance companies, some as old as 173-year-olds. They have good record. And so we align with companies that are revolutionizing the insurance company. So remember when we came into this country, we had home phones. So people call you and you pick up. We didn't have cell phones back then. And we had a fax machine somewhere else. We had to use TomToms to drive, or you read the map. But what has happened since then? We have an iPhone or an Android. I'm an iPhone person, Android people, sorry. Or an iPhone. iPhone now has everything. So when you look in life, there are three things that are going to happen to us in life. We are born. Okay, four things. We are born and we're going to die one day. So death, I say, it happens, you don't know what has happened. You're dead, you're gone. But how did you secure your family? How did you leave them? So that's one angle of getting a life insurance. Number two, COVID happened. How many people got scared of getting COVID? Because people are not scared of dying. People are scared of getting sick. Where does an income come from? And then third, now we get older. I came here when I was in my 20s. I'm now in my 40s. The next 20 years, I'll be in my 60s. How am I protecting my income? So our family, our company has a solution for all those three things. We want to make sure your family is protected upon death. We want to make sure that should you be sick, there's a company behind you that's going to give you some income from your policy. And third, when we get old, yes, the market goes up and down, up and down. Is that market going to be there when I'm ready, when I'm 65, or will I have lost my money there? So we protect you. That's what we do as a company, right? And we've been there for over, again, 3 decades. But again, it's who we align with, is who you need to learn, because we are a marketing organization. Did I ever do sales before? No. But why do I do it? Because our community needs to wake up. And if I don't tell them, and I don't bring someone like a Florence and someone like Helen who's learning, who's going to be out there for our community? And so as we continue to build our team, our hope is now there are more people out there who are learning on ways to protect themselves, ways to protect their income, ways to protect their savings, because they need to know this. They need to learn. If I keep it to myself, I'm being selfish. Shame on me. And I don't want to be shamed. I want to build a legacy whereby someone like a Florence, who was an entrepreneur, used to make Kenyan chapatis. I gave her hope. Someone like Helen, still very new with 3 kids. I have 2 kids. I've been blessed to be with them and during this time of COVID, spend time with them. How many other parents can afford to do that and still make money? I work virtually. I work from home. That's something that up until Corona hit was not possible. So can people get to learn from us? So yes, my DM, fill it up. Fill it up with my DM if you're ready to learn about what we do, what we offer. I want to learn more about you, but the one thing you have to understand, it takes work. Sometimes the work is not outside, the work is inside. So you'll have to start working on yourself first. I can't help you on that. What I can help you on, I can help you work on your inside a little bit, but you also have to have a strong desire why you want to change, why you want to switch your mindset. Because as our mentor, Jack Wu says, there are no self-made millionaires, but they are team-made millionaires. And so if I can help these women, I'm not a millionaire yet. Yet, I use the word yet. I'm about what? 850,000 left to go. Hey, you know what? I know how to make it. I know how to make it. These numbers don't scare me no more, because in our company, there are people who are making it. They don't scare me. Most of the time we get scared of those big numbers because we don't even know whether we can do it. Align yourself with people who are successful. Align yourself with people who can give you hope. Align yourself with people who want to help you, not people who want to bring you down. Because people who want to bring you down, they're there. But as long as you're the right person, you will find the people who want to help you.
That's powerful. Align yourself with people who want to grow you. But you have to accept to grow yourself first, because nobody will help you fix your dream. Your dream is yours. How you use it is up to you. That is a powerful message. So much powerful. On the next question, which is going to be different, is for Florence. Florence, you're a business person. And now your marketing skill is enhanced. What do you think about your new adventure compared to the past? And how are you utilizing that opportunity to enhance what you're doing currently?
Okay, thank you, Rose. Yeah, being an entrepreneur before, one thing I have to confess is entrepreneurship is hard. You have two chances to hop in or out. And in most cases, people are always scared out, before they even start. So being a self-employed person before, it was hands-on. If my husband is not doing it or the ladies are not doing it, then I have to jump in. It's still trading that hour for money. If I don't do it, there's no money coming in. Where I have shifted to, I'm focusing on passive income because I realize so much I can do at my age. What if I have distribution outlets that even when I'm not doing it, they are doing it, and I have money working for me? Because I have understood why Warren Buffett says, unless you find a way to make money work for you while you are sleeping, you want to work till you die. And then to finish off on that perspective, that I'm here to find a way by all means that money is going to work for me in my older years. But still, even on shifting perspective, that is our main topic, it's hard. Change is not easy, it's hard. And most of us look for change from outside. You hear something, you want to ask maybe your spouse, I had something. Or you want to ask your auntie, you want to ask somebody, you are shifting outside. But the main truth is, that was me before. I have learned that shift has to be you. That change has to be you. That happiness has to be from within. So even as we talk about shifting perspective, look deep inside you. Are you ready? Are you the real you? Otherwise, we'll be just looking for that shift from outside. But the truth is, it's right here. I looked for a Florence everywhere, but that Florence was right deep inside me. And this is the person I'm looking for. Every day I wake up, I'm looking for a better Florence. I'm not, every day is, can I find a better version of Florence? And I hope all of us, or if you are really want to change in that shift, you really have to look deep down in you and find that one woman in you that you've been always wanted to be. Thank you.
Awesome. You are looking for the Florence, and yet the Florence was in you. So what you're telling us, that change has to begin in you to come out. If it doesn't come from you, then what you're doing is just copying what is all over in the environment. So your dream, your desire, your determination and dedication, and that is what our D4S means: dreams, desire, dedication, and determination will make a shift in your perspective. That's a wonderful point, Florence. Helen, as much as you knew, your question is, what is your goal? What do you want to gain from this? And what are you going to share with the people who want to start and they're scared? They're like, oh my, I don't want to be on Spotlight. I am so new. What do you want to accomplish, Miss Helen?
Oh boy,
share your dreams here.
I was one person who I really love my comfort zone. As I said, as a nurse, I was comfortable in the medical field. I could maneuver within. I didn't have to do bedside. I could do a lot of things in the same field. But as even Florence said, first of all, it was a shift in mindset. Do I want to stay? I still have a passion for people. I love to heal. I mean, to help in healing, and I love that. I have that passion in me still. It's not gone, but I saw there's much more opportunity in the financial side, and that's why I'm onboarded with the company with Evelyn and Florence, and also those are my short-term goals. Money goals are, for me, they are important, definitely, but they're not the most important thing. As I said, from where I'm standing at, I'm looking at my children and seeing what society is offering. And I'm like, I don't want that for them. They're young. They're at the age where I can assist by the help of God to form their minds. I don't want them to conform to this. This is as far as I can go. I want those skies to open. I want them to shoot for the sky. I mean, I want them to go as high as they can and to have that very broad mindset. In you don't have to just go to school 8 to 3 until you're 18, go to college so that you can work for somebody else. You know, there's so many things you can do. Yes, you can even go to college and work for yourself, have that entrepreneurial mindset. You know, even when you're working for somebody else, you could also be even just building yourself. And that's why some of the products that the company offers, they drive towards that. You know, savings plans for kids, future. It doesn't have to be college, because some of these kids, I don't know if my 8-year-old will want to go to college. I don't know if my 6-year-old is interested. He loves video games. What if his niche is computer work and video game development? What if that's where he is? He's not a social butterfly. What if he'll be that guy who stays at home, develops video games and trades stocks, and he's good? He has no use for college. So I have to think about not just college. It's what can I place in them just by showing them right now as I start. And even as we build with the products and services that I have for them, when they get to that point, they have a higher platform to jump from. From my $150, I jumped from 150, 150. Yes, if I can offer them something, a better cushion to just platform and just rocket from, that will be my heart's desire.
I know we are short of time because of Evelyn going for the next meeting. I know for sure, and I'm very grateful, Helen, you have a vision, unstoppable vision, because you're looking at your children and their future. It's not like when we were back home, your mom wanted you to be a teacher or a nurse. That is what they pumped on you. And
yes.
Or a secretary.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, or
yes.
a secretary, yes. But here we have to understand that it is different mindset. And that is very key. So allow me to summarize, and I know people don't like titles, especially Evelyn. Sorry, Evelyn, you are our leader here. You're a qualified field director. I don't know what the position is, but you'll tell us. You're a team dynamic, a legacy builder, and a financial literacy personnel. Just tell us a bit of that. I know your team are working with you, and also on behalf of them, you're going to tell us how we can reach you and how best Design for Success can work with you. And lastly, we want to thank you so much for being one of our best charity supporter. You have supported, I hope, charity from day one. Don't give up on us. Make that 1 million so that you get 10,000, okay?
Okay, I don't need to make 1 million to support you.
That's
I just
right.
have to fill my cup first and then support you. So titles, yes. I was reminded, yeah, you know, you guys love titles. I'm like, no. All right. So my title means that I own an agency within an agency. You know, sometimes opening an agency, you know, there's so many agencies out there. You'll see someone like a State Farm or an Allstate or a Farmers. Those are agencies, right? But how much did it cost them to start those agencies? You know, it could range anywhere from 50,000 to 100,000. Then you have to build your book of business. But the company that I'm with, as that title, it allows me to have an agency within an agency without having to spend 50,000 or 100,000 that I don't even have to get started. Yes, it takes work. And yes, what I love about it, I came with no experience in financial aid, in financial industry, but the company has a system. So all I do is a system. Starbucks has a system. Chipotle has a system. Your job probably has a system. So what I've done is just use the system, follow the system, and now I own my own agency. And that's what I'm trying to do. Do I have to worry about how much money I spend? No. I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about looking for clients because that's part of our system. That the system will take you through this. The system will take you, the system will filter you. The system will help you build if you are the right person who wants to build. Again, building a business is hard. It starts from inside of you. And sometimes that's the struggle that we all go through, right? And then how can people contact me? Through my, just on Facebook. And then from Facebook, we can connect. Yeah, from Facebook, and then we can connect and go from there and you know, kind of go through what are you looking for, kind of try and know you a little bit, because this is about a relationship building business. And then lastly, how can I help a Hopi? It's all about collaboration, Rose. It's all about collaboration. There are so many people in my company who also have foundations just like you. Our mentor, he's big on giving back to the community. He sponsored almost 100 people, Vietnamese people in Vietnam, students to go to nursing school. His own money. He opened a library in the Philippines. He was supposed to do some projects in Africa, in Ghana and Uganda last year, but then COVID hit and he hasn't done this. So I am learning from someone who's already out there doing it. And if that is my mentor, most likely I'm going to follow what he does. It's so much easier because that's who I align with. That's who is showing me how to do it. There's no way I could go and venture out elsewhere. This guy is literally showing us to the T. We get mentorship from him. Things that even process situations, like I could be going through stuff in life, but I ask myself, what's the worst that could happen? And from there, I start to narrow down. Not too many leaders are there to show you. And this guy is a decamillionaire. So that's who I'm learning from. And so collaboration is key, Rose. In order for you to go to the next level. Yes, asking people for money, that's good. But what if you can also put your own 10,000 on top of it? The people that now you impact are much better, are much, it's more than a village. But everything starts from one step, taking one step at a time. So for anybody who wants to reach out to me, and then we set some time to talk and see exactly what you're looking for. Yeah, you can reach out to me on my DM. Just say, hey, I listened to you on Rose's portfolio platform, and then we can go from there.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. You have to fill your cup first for you to share. I love
exactly.
That's our policy. Do not give what you don't have.
Mm-hmm.
You'll give nothing. So please fill your cup first and then do the necessary. Whoever wants to change their perspective, this is an opportunity for you. Remember, it is not for everybody. That's why they have the filter process. So probably you'll get the filter in or the filter out. So get involved with Helen, Florence, who just stepped out, and Evelyn, and I'm sure you will be smiling and you'll be thanking D4S, Design for Success, for this great opportunity. We have more talks or more conversation in due course. If you're interested to get involved with us, please go to my DM. We will definitely schedule you and help you grow your business as we grow ourselves. Starting is difficult. Not everybody is a business person, but you know what? Don't give up. There are people who failed so many times, you know them, but then they also succeeded after all. So once again, I want to take this opportunity to thank you, Evelyn and team, for being here and honoring the D4S to tell us about your success and your journey and how unique it is from a business person doing chapati and now able to communicate further with others, from an RN who says, you know what, why not try this other option? From a financial person perspective with a degree in MBA, and you're like, you know what, I can also do this on the side. So definitely it is not for everybody, but if you're interested, reach out to Evelyn, Helen, Florence. Thanks again. If there is anybody with anything to add before we close this good chapter.
For me, thank you, Rose, for reaching out. It's communities like these that we will eventually get to our community to educate them. We're in America. We need to realize that we need to shift. We need to shift our perspective and do what's best for our families, do what's best for our communities. We cannot rely too much on people because other people too, they have their own families as well. Start taking care of yourself from where you are. It doesn't matter. And some people will always say life insurance is expensive. Have a consultation with me. Or if you have a life insurance, let's see what you have. Does it have living benefits? Can you accelerate this policy before death? Because we all know in America, your chances of getting sick are higher than dying in the beginning. Right? This country, technology, because of technology, they're able to, and I'm sure Helen can talk about this. The technology is amazing. So they'll keep you alive for as long as they can. What's going on with your income that time? Protect it. Protect the savings you have. Protect your 401k. Protect your home. Because without extra money, you lose your home. Without an income, you lose your home, you lose your car. This country, you're 2 paychecks away from being homeless. So let's learn about how to take advantage of that. I offer free consultation. My team and I offer free consultations. So we'll be able to do that. And to Rose, thank you. Thank you for giving us a chance. And Helen is very new into this, like less than a week. And then we put her on the spot.
I know.
Thank you, Helen, because now I've learned more about you. And we're going to do this. We're going to work. I think you are in that situation, same as me.
Yes.
Thank you, Rose.
I love it.
Thank you.
We made sure that we protected her.
That's good.
So yes,
That's good.
Design for Success has classes, has consultations that are going on. So again, if you look up on our website, designforsuccessnow.com, designforsuccess.com, we have classes ongoing. They are ending on the 7th of February. And then we are starting the next one in March. It takes only 8 weeks, but in between we have short courses. We also have programs, shares for young kids from ages 5 to 20 or 18, whatever you want. And it is very good for our kids so that they get all their gadgets and then they make themselves have better skills and better activities going on for them. So if you're interested in that, again, guys, DM me, email me. We will work with you. And we're looking forward as D4S to work with this great team in the near future.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Have a happy
Thank
Sunday.
you.
Okay,
Happy
bye-bye.
Sunday.
Okay, bye.
Thanks. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All
Talk
right,
to you later. Okay, bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.